Absolutely. Any other discussion over library matinee?
Yes, yes.
Mr. Sayers.
I actually watched the movie. Was one of the few people who did. Under the law, the library is an education agency. It says it in the law. It's not an education agency and everything else that it wants to be. It really doesn't have a right to reinvent itself. It's really under the law an education agency. Any more than the school district has the right to, reinvent itself. It provides education.
But they have.
They shouldn't be.
In the way that they provide the education.
Well, if you want to show movies that are educational, that's fine in some way, shape, or form. I think it meets their mission. But I do not think they're an entertainment center, and I do not think they're an event planning center, by the way, because that's coming down the pike, by the way. The movie uses words like the F word and the S word and the C word, and there is a girl's situation where underage girls are being sexually abused, physically abused, and for sexual gratification of men. The Me Too crowd should be all over it. If it was happening in real life, we'd all be screaming about it. But in a movie, it's kind of accepted. It's even defended. That's just not what I'm about. I'm pretty consistent. I think it's bad in life and bad in movies. If I talked like that, I'd be fired from Walmart. If I talked that way to my wife, I'd be in the penalty box forever. I mean, let's face it. So, I don't know why the library is leading with this. It's not about burning books. What do you say, burn books? Just if it's on the shelf and you want to bring it home, fine. But does the library want to lead with this? I think the library board is lost, frankly. And they really need to be held accountable for this. And I don't think it's censorship when the school district doesn't hand out Playboy books in sex education. It's not censorship. If they run a matinee and they don't want to show a movie of young girls being sexually abused, it's not censorship. It's using good judgment. This is the leg we want to put forward. This is the brand we want to create and sell. Disney World wouldn't show this movie. It wouldn't be censorship if they didn't. People get mixed up between censorship and your rights. So I don't know. Like I said, I was one of the few people that watched the movie. I thought what it told me is that the library board, I think, has lost its way. They're so desperate to get people in there. They're trying everything. And it's our job, since we pay for it, that we have to make sure that they stick to their mission, which is generally educational. It says that under the law.